It's interesting how sometimes we lose sight of the things most important to us. Have you ever lost something that you couldn't find? I lost my keys once. Thank God I found those. I lost a job once. Didn't really care to find that. I think I lost my mind once. But that's besides the point. I often wonder why so many people put their dreams down and lose sight of their potential. Contest chair, fellow dreamers, what do you do when the one thing you need most is lost and cannot be found? I remember my friend Stefan came from Cleveland, Ohio to visit LA for the first time. And he and I go back to high school. He's a great friend. He's very honest, even when it hurts. And I wanted to show him a good time, show him everything that LA had to offer. If you could have been with us, we went to Sunset Boulevard to the Walk of Fame. We went to Venice Beach. We even went to the Hollywood sign. And he wanted to climb the top of the Hollywood sign and shout, "I'm free!" I said, "You're on your own." And by the time we finished, I was so tired of driving. It felt like I'd been driving for Uber all day. And on our way to our last stop, Universal Studios City Walk, we had a deep discussion. He said, "Hey bro, I see you running from your dreams. You should be an inspirational speaker." And at the time, I was afraid of public speaking. I didn't think that I could really be a good speaker. He said, "You should try Toastmasters. They can help you." And what he didn't know at the time was that I really didn't think that I could be a speaker. But he believed in me. And we both knew that I had a dream to inspire the world. So we finished this little mini Dr. Phil episode on the middle of the 101 freeway. And when we get to Universal City Walk, we park, we go get something to eat, get a few drinks, and have conversation, catch up on old times. And by the time we were done, we go back to the elevator to head back to the car. Now, if you could have been there with us, we were at Universal City Walk on a Friday night in the middle of August. So there's people everywhere. And there's these security guards. They're riding around on scooters. They look like RoboCops on wheels. And when we get to the elevator, I look at Stefan and I said, "Do you remember where we parked?" He said, "Didn't you drive?" Now you can see how helpful he is. And when we get off the elevator, we're walking around in circles looking for the car. Can't find it anywhere, and I see security cameras all around the ceilings. And these RoboCops on wheels that passes by at least 10 times already. I can only imagine that they're thinking that we're trying to break into someone's car. And I have this vision that the security guards in the room watching us on camera are talking to the guard on the scooter. They're probably saying something like, "Hey Bob, you see these two walking around in circles? They look lost." "Copy. I see them. I've been watching them for the past 45 minutes. I can see the car. Should we tell them where it is?" "Nah." And I know these security guards have to be ashamed of themselves. I mean, they can see the car. And RoboCop on wheels finally stops us and he says, "You having trouble finding your car?" And I'm thinking, no, we just like walking around in circles. He says, "I've been watching you for the past 45 minutes. And I'm thinking, you couldn't have stopped us sooner? Then he says, "Go on over there to Curious George, 4th row, on the 5th floor. You'll find it there." And ladies and gentlemen, after an hour of walking to find my car, I finally found my car. And you're probably wondering, well, how did you forget where you parked, you genius? I don't know. But what I do know is this. The one thing that was certain is that the car was right where I left it. And then later that day, before he gets on his plane to go back home, Stefan finally said something that made a lot of sense. He said, "Hey, bro, never lose sight of your dreams. Like you lost your car." I told you he was helpful, didn't I? But then he said something that changed my perception and how I've been viewing my dream to inspire. He said, "For real, bro, never lose sight of your dreams. They're always right where you leave them. So go get them. Like your car." I swear, he's never gonna let me live this down. But what I realized from my friend and from losing my car was that just like the car, your dreams are right where you leave them. So many times, you may lose sight of the things most important to you, only to discover that the one thing that you lost sight of never left. How many dreams have you walked away from and lost sight of? Toastmasters has been the vehicle to carry me to my dreams. What if Toastmasters is your vehicle? So the next time that you lose sight of your dreams, your confidence, or your car, remember, it is right where you left it. So go get it. Madam Toastmaster.